Hey everybody, this is Crazy with Crazy Gaming, and we're back for another episode of Hold Your Own. Well, picking up right where we left off yesterday. As you can see, it's still making the iron ingots. I'm going to move some of this stuff into here. Stuff that we don't need to lug around with us. Okay. So let's take a look at our, let's take a look at our skills tree. So under the skills tree, you have tools and weapons, and under pickaxe, fire axe, pickaxe durability, damage is you can add it plus 10 each level, and plus 20% durability each level. And once you max these out, the pickaxe and the fire axe last a lot longer than they do now, and then the damage they do will go up by 20, and it makes mining ore and things like that and cutting trees down a lot faster. As far as player stats go, we can add 4 more inventory slots 6 times more, which is going to give us a total of 24 slots. It decreases crafting time. It minuses 10% drain off the speed of stamina, protein, carbohydrates, and thirst, which really helps a lot. So these are the things that we'll be focusing on. The inventory slots and the tools and weapons. Now, vehicles, you're going to have to unlock to be able to make them. The first one we will unlock is the boat, the fishing boat. Now, you don't have to unlock the car, but the fishing boat is the first thing we're going to get. And then it will be the helicopter. And then as far as gear goes, it unlocks chest armor crafted from inventory, legs, military boots, so on and so forth. And so we want to get those, be able to do those as quickly as we can. And right now it wants us to craft a workbench. Now I'm going to go back to the map. And on this island we are on, at this spot, I believe here, this is another garage like the one we were just in, where I said there might be a vendor, which there wasn't one there. This is another spot that they may be a vendor. There's stuff to loot here and stuff, but in this building right here, there is a saw and a workbench. And both of those you can collect into your inventory and bring back. But as you can see, we are heckin' gone from that spot. It's a long ways across to get over there. And we would, I'm sure, come across all kinds of dangers while we do that. So until we have some armor, we're not going to do that. To craft armor, we need to craft things that are going to help us. Chest armor we can't get because we don't have any Kevlar. Leather chest armor we could do. I don't know. I don't remember how many of those we have yet. I think we have 2, so we have enough that we could actually do that. We have enough with these that we could probably do that. So let's go back to the chest armor again. It takes 5 of these, so we'd have to craft some more of those. So let's see if we could do that. The sooner we get some armor on, the better off we're going to be. So let's craft 3. And the armor helps with survivability. So that's the importance of that. While that's crafting, let's come back over here and let's look at the leg armor. That takes 5 as well. So we'd have to craft. We don't have the fabric though, so we can't, even if we wanted to. Same thing with the boots. All of these are going to require that fabric. The pants, I think, is just the cloth. We can make the pants. We can make the fiber cap. And these add things like -5 heat plus 1 armor. The pants add 2 heat, which comes out of the -5 we get from the hat, plus 2 armor. That would give us 3 armor. So those things, they only use the cloth, and I think we have some, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere. Maybe we don't. I thought we did. We did have some. We must have left it somewhere. Or we may have stored it in here. Did we? Yes, we did. All right, so we'll bring that over. And we know there's some more back up there by the cave in that building that I left. Got 24 seconds left on that. I think we can craft one of these real quick. That fiber is what it takes. And we have enough. So we're going to craft the hat. Then we're going to craft the pants. And we'll have those 2 items. And in a minute, we're going to craft the leather armor. Oh, we can do that now too. So we'll go ahead and put that in the queue. But we can't do the legs because we don't have this. We could have this, but we don't have that. So that will be pointless. We'll put those items on as soon as they become available. Now we have that armor. We'll have the pants in a second. See, so we have enough iron ingots now that we can craft. Let's turn off this because we're not making anything right now. Let's see. We wanted to craft a workbench. Oh, we need 4 of these. I think we have 2. Yep. So we need to make 2 more of those. Now we have the pants. We'll put those on. And I want to check on the boots. Yeah, we need 10 of these to make the boots. And we need 10 Kevlar. And those you pick up from looting and killing guards and stuff like that. Now, there is going to be a hunter's cabin around here. Not far, I think. Where are we at? Okay, so we're next to this truck place. And I believe the hunter's cabin is back over here somewhere. If I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure it's over here somewhere. Or up here, maybe. Because it's off a road. That comes off the main road. Because these roads right here you see, they don't... Or wait a second. Yeah. The road you see right here is not dirt. It's paved. And then this is a dirt road that comes off of it. It's a turnoff. And it'll be a yellow sign that says hunter's cabin. Hunting cabin or whatever. And you take the road up, and I think it comes up here, and then the cabin's up here somewhere. Now, when you go to the hunter's cabins, the benefit to it is that they have a possibility of having weapons there. Sometimes they just have parts to the weapons, but sometimes they'll have a full weapon, including tranquilizer gun and all that stuff. We got 17 seconds left on the coat. Now we have enough to craft this. I think. What are we missing? Oh, we need 25 of these. Okay, so we have 4 of that. So let's scroll down and find the wood planks. We have 9. It says we need 25, so let's craft them. And we do have our chest armor, so we'll put that on. That chest armor is going to give us 2 heat and 8 armor. That's going to give us 3 minus heat and 2, 1. So now we have 1 minus heat with the addition. So that's going to give us 1, 3 plus 8 is 11 armor now. All right. So we have 24. We need 1 more. Then we should be able to make the workbench. So the workbench will afford us to craft some things. Also make seeds. It's 8:16 p.m. It's going to be dark pretty soon. We could probably just sleep now. You can only sleep after 9 p.m. Okay. That's up in the upper left of my screen in blue. So we got about a half hour to wait. Game time. The game time moves pretty quickly in the game, just like other games. So it won't take long. So I have a minute left on the crafting bench. We should probably go harvest some stuff if we can, like say trees maybe. Cut down some wood real quick. Oh, we got 100 gold. Look at that. And we have our crafting bench. Let's head back down. See what we got. Drop this down to number 6. We'll put our crafting bench right here. Open the bench. So we can make an advanced one with this. This is where those come in part. The mechanical parts that we found. That's why I said, listen, we need to keep those. We're going to need them. Steel plate and iron beam. We need an anvil next. So we want 20 of those when you're going to have to mine some more ore. And 10 wood planks. So let's do the wood planks first. We'll get those going and then we'll sleep. We don't want 52 of them. We'll do 25. I think these do 3 at a time. So that would be 75. It's either 2 or 3. So we'll either have 50 or 75. And then we'll sleep. So at 3:30 in the morning, as you can see from the clock in the upper right, it is light out, which kind of trips me out. Now, I don't know if there is a way that we can process everything's all the way up, but I don't think there's a way for us to change I can't, there's no, what do you call it, no setting in here for brightness, so I can't lighten things up, because I know when I go in the cave it's really dark. I do have the torch, but I can't use the torch while I'm actually picking the harvesting the ore, and so it becomes dark at that point. So what I've been doing in the other series I did, the first series I did in this, is I went ahead and just fast forwarded through the mining part. Now, as I progress, and once I get all those things in the skill tree maxed out, then I leave it on, because I can usually mine a whole mine. I can run through one of those mines in about under 5 minutes. I can do it really, really fast. I'll have a speed boost so I can run really fast, and my pickaxe is maxed out, and it really humps. And so I can cruise through that whole mine really quick. And all the mines are pretty much set up exactly the same way. So it's a route that I follow that clears the mine of all ore in a really short time, in a very fast manner. And so when we get to that point, I will be doing that. But until then, when we're still picking at this rate and it takes a while to get through one cave, I usually just go in and then pause the recording, and then I come back as soon as I start the recording again once I have completed the cave and emptied it. Anyway, so we're not waiting on anything. We're not crafting anything right now. It says locate my brother. Okay, so I'm going to go in a tab. I'm going to go to quests, and it gives you more information. Locate and rescue your brother, the mechanic, on one of the 4 Islas dos Mortos. He can be found in a garage in one of the 3 towns, or at a garage along I-77 near a bridge. Once found, a marker will be set on the map. The mechanic can provide you with various items, including vehicles such as cars. He also has some intel about the rest of your crew. So this thing up here, now we're going to go check this one first, because there's a possibility he could be here. We were crafting something. What was it? Okay, so we have 77 wood planks. So we have the wood planks we need to make that anvil. We just need the ore. And so we're going to head back up here and see if we can't. Is that a cow? No, it's flowers. And we're going to see if we can't see if my brother is. That's not good. That's a bear. I don't see where he's at, though. I heard him. He's up there. Straight up from us somewhere. Bears will kill you very quickly. only I can't see him, and that's never good. I still can't see him, but I heard him. This is not the one. The place the brother would be at's up there. We're not going up there right now. So I'm going to pause the game while I go through this mine real quick and see if the ores respawned. Back in a second. And just quickly, I wanted to show you, this is the mine we went through yesterday before we slept, and the ore is already back. So usually overnight it comes back. We'll be back in just a minute as soon as I clear this mine. Okay, we're back. We're coming out of the mine now. I'm going to check these cabinets, make sure there's not left behind in here. Nope. All right, so the first place I'm going to check for my brother is going to be up this hill. There's the bear. He's in the tree right there. He's glitched, I think. There we go. And if you want to talk about bugs in this game, that's probably one of the few they have left, that once in a while an animal will get stuck on a tree or whatever, which isn't that big of a deal, but it is. So we're going to go back to the base first before we go up there to the gas station, so I can empty out my inventory, because we'll be collecting a lot of stuff from the shop up there. If he's there, it will have restocked all the boxes, I think. Plus, I believe we left some cloth up there too. We can fetch. Let's put our ore in here. We got 1, 2, 53. That's not bad. We need an anvil, and I think the anvil on the crafting bench said 20. So let's do 20 of them. And then let's go ahead and stow some stuff that we may not need. We don't need any extra stone. We have 100 right there. We've got arrows. That's another thing we want to do. Want to craft as many arrows as we can. So we got plenty. We don't want to ever run short of that. We need some more carbs. We're going to consume this right now. This one's going to go dead too. We can use that for carbs right now. And we craft any water. Yep, because we're running low on water now. What else can we craft? We have meat. And what else do we have? Some more animal fat we can put in there. We got 28 fangs that time. I'm going to take that stuff with us because we're going to be able to sell it. So we're going to want to take this. Let's take the yogurt. That's going to expire. Get some more bottled water. That will give us some more bacon. But when we find the brother, we'll be able to sell these cans and all that stuff to him. And we're going to grab all these cans out of here as well. A beaker. We want to bring gas in case we buy a vehicle. Even though we are emptying out our stuff, let's see. Wait. We have 46, so we should be able to make this, but you have to put them in the bench. I'm pretty sure to make them. Oh, we got rain coming now. Lovely. We don't have a roof on this thing yet. It's going to take 2 minutes, 20 seconds. Don't have any nails on us. We can build a roof. We need 15 of those. We don't have those. They're in the bench. Wrap the doorway. Got some walls here somewhere. Yeah. Let's do the one with the windows twice. And then a roof. I'm trying to remember. I need clay for that. We're going to need to get the clay out. And that's what I was talking about. Clay comes in important in building. Go down there to the roofs again. I think we're going to do the 2 slanted roofs. Oh, it's only going to let us craft 1. What about a double roof? We'll do that one. So we have some things. Let's go ahead and drop them in here. We can get them up. One there, and then let's do the walls. One there, one there, and then let's see if we can do the roof. It's red, I don't know. There we go. So now we have at least cover over us. We do not have a door. We need 6 nails and we don't have enough nails. So it is what it is. At least we're out of the rain. I'm going to go ahead and put these back in there. We're going to pull out our anvil. And let's put the anvil in number 6. And we want it close to our forge. That might not be a good spot for it. Let's put it over here. Now we can open it. Now we can make cobalt, alloy, aluminum plate. We can't make any of that stuff now because nowhere on these islands that we're on is there any of that ore. We have to travel across the ocean to get to an island that has that. But there's the iron beam we need to make, and that just takes 2 of those. And there's the steel plate we need, but we need some cobalt alloy to do that. Now, we can't get that, we can't mine cobalt on any of these dos Muertos islands. And I'll show you why. All these islands that are as part of the Islas dos Muertos is these right here, these 4. But now if these other islands have caves and stuff on them, and we will be able to mine cobalt and aluminum and all that. So, but until then, we are stuck with this. Well, you loot things on this island, and sometimes when you're looting them, you will come across five more waters, and we have 11 jars of water. But you will come across there's some nails that we can make with stone and clay. We have both of those. We just transfer them over here like that. We have 79 arrows now, so but we want to make some of these, and so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Let's do 20. That's going to take 10 minutes to do. We can be up the hill and back down by then. So let's head out. And we're going to get cold in this weather, but luckily we're wearing a vest. Hope we don't come across a bear or a wolf. Or any bad guys, because they could be patrolling here. Yep, there's one down there, as you can see, down by the garage. Let's see if we can sneak up on him and kill him real quick. There's a good chance we'll get bullets from him. Headshots are the thing to do.
I sense danger.
Our health is down, so we're going to take one of our med packs. That should bring our health all the way back up. Now we get to loot them of all their stuff. There's some bullets, some nails. I'm going to take all of that. There's a pistol frame and some gas. I'll take all of that. Oh, there's another one. There's 2 more. You got to be careful. There is a mine shaft we can go in over here. They cannot follow us in. I would love to kill them, but we are down on our health right now. So let's do these. I could use my pistol. Kill them a lot faster. I'm trying to save the pistol for when I'm really in trouble. The guy's moving back towards us. She's right there. So the safe time is gone now. Now there's 3 of them. And they will kill me double quick. Give them some time, they will move on. See if we can make our way inside. I'm going to have to switch to the pistol because my arrows aren't powerful enough to do much damage to them now. It's taken 5 or 6 arrows to kill them. And there's our brother. Okay, so we completed that task. Now I can hit E, and he has vehicles for sale. We have 466, so we can buy one of these vehicles if we want. 1,000 to buy that one. This one's 300. We have enough for that one. We can buy that one for 500. We don't have enough, so we'd have to get the car. So now see, he sells the bolt hole and the helicopter motor, and they are expensive. The helicopter motor is 2,000. The bolt hole is 5,000. We have a lot of work, but he also sells nails, which I buy all of them. He also sells gas. We're going to buy all that. We're going to sell him some things. We're going to get 3 gold for that. Going to get a gold for that one. These are what's give you the most money. We can't do anything with them right now, so the smart thing is to sell them. He doesn't want these. Gonna give us 25 gold for the spider webs. Now watch the fangs. 10 gold a piece. That's 480 gold. Gives us 935. So now we're up to where we can almost buy the Jeep if we want it, but we're gonna buy the white SUV. So now we have a car. Oh, and the helicopter body is 12,500. But anyways, as you can see, we can sell things. It's not enough. We can sell things to him and make money. All right. We got some AK weapons stuff. Oh, they're outside. I can see them. So we're back up to 441. Okay, so that's all we're going to buy from him. We got to watch out for those people outside. How many bullets do we have now? We have 12 plus the 10 in our pistol. Drink some water. We got trash because stuff is perishing now. Let's eat this. Drink a couple of our waters. Killing this guys give us good XP too. Let's look at our XP real fast. We only need 55 more, so if we kill another one of the guards, we'll get the XP we need. Now they usually hang out down there. We have to be careful here because there's some that are hanging out back up this way. We want to do this mine while we're here. So the first thing we're going to do is spell my own name. Okay, so crazy one will be this car. We're in the car now. We don't have any fuel. Bad thing is we have to go to the front of the car to put fuel in, and there is the fuel, and we're going to put it all in there. And so now we have a way to get out of here after we mine them, after we're finished mining this. After we clear this mine. So for now, I'll go ahead and pause, and we'll be back as soon as I clear it. Here we're back. We're finished out this mine. That guy just spawned. I saw him drop. And it's 8:46 p.m. So we need to go back to our base. We're going to enter the car. So now we have fuel. And I think that's the headlights. Okay, 9 takes us on exterior view. Now I can run these people over. Problem with it is you can't collect anything from them if you kill them that way. I'm gonna park right here so that I can go inside the shop and see if I can't sell him those spider fangs that I just did. That's going to get us 360 gold. Let's sell him these. All that food spoiled. There's nothing I can do about it. Let's get our water back up. Let's get out of sell mode. Can't get our carbs up. He doesn't have any carbs or food. He will sell bottled water. Aviation fuel, that's new. So you can't use this type of fuel. You used to be able to use the vehicle fuel on the helicopter, so now you have to make a special fuel. That's crazy. All right. So he's got nothing else we want. So let's go ahead and get out of here. We're going to drive back down to our base. Which is going to be down this way. We'll take this dirt road right here. Kind of, sort of dirt road. Find our way back to our base. And then we have to sleep in the next... Tomorrow we have to go out. Now, you could drive down on this sand. I don't recommend it because I've had problems with it before. Getting stuck. So just quickly, so you know about the vehicle. When you do inspection, you can also store stuff in the trunk. I like to store stuff that I might be going to sell. I forgot to sell that can to him. Forgot to sell the webs to him. Magnesium powder. That's for making bullets, but we're not going to be able to do that for a while. We got 155 more iron. What do we need to make the door? Okay, so we have 38 nails now, so we can make these planks. We don't have any wood. So let's sleep. All right. We need to go cut some wood. Now we have to be careful about roving patrols. Because these guys don't just hang out around buildings. They also go in the forest and they rove around. We have to be careful about that. A lot of times they stay pretty much close to the road, to a road somewhere, but not always. And they're definitely patrol villages and stuff like that one. And if I remember right, there's some that hang out down here, so we got to be careful. We just need to get us some wood so we can make planks so that we can make that piece that we want. That looks like a log over there. Oh no, it's telling me. Ha! That's the log count that we're getting from the tree. So we're getting 20 from that one. See if we can hit one more tree real quick. This is actually a good spawn area. I like it, except for it's a lot more dangerous than most of the ones that you spawn at in the beginning. Most of the other islands, wherever you spawn, you're pretty safe for quite a while before you come across any of these guys. And I think the first 2 days, for the first 48 hours, you don't have to worry about them spawning anywhere. You don't have to deal with them. Our little house on the beach. We're going to make us a door. We make some planks. Let's craft 10 of these, maybe 15. That'll give us roughly 45 planks. We can make another wall as well for the back here. Actually, I don't want to build a wall there. I want to build another, what do you call it, foundation. We need to build the door first. Then I want to build a foundation. Takes a lot of nails to build one of those. But before we do anything, we want to build us a door. Keep them out. Now they do come around the house sometimes. They will stand outside and shoot through the building at you, but it's harder for them to hit you while you're in the building because they don't know exactly where you're standing. And if you got windows like I put on the walls in this one, you can actually shoot them through the windows and kill them. Okay, so now we can make the door. We may have a bunch of nail. We do. We have 20 nail deals over here. Let's take these. Let's take those. We'll leave the rest in there. We got a door. Let's put that up. That'll make us a little more safe. All right. I think we can make a wall torch or a standing torch or something. I think we have to make it in this. And we make a torch in this. As you can see, you can make like plant seeds. If I take this out, well, they're already there. I can store the seeds in here for later. We have to find a farm to be able to do it or make a farm plot. And we can't really make one of those yet. Now the saw bench, we're going to go get that saw bench and that other workbench that we had. Corn seeds, carrot seeds, berry seeds. Water tank would be a wise one. We need screws for that. You make a water tank, then you can fill your water bottles in glass jars. And trust me, the water bottle problem will become a problem after a while. Let's go to the forge. Let's put this back in there. Put those in there. It'll tell us what we need, but I think we need some of this. And the iron fragments we can't make in here, I don't think. think they have to be made in this. Yep. So we're going to need to use some of those. Let's put those in there. So iron fragments, we're going to get 10. We'll make some nails, and then we'll build some more. Because I want to build this foundation. We need 4 of these. And then number 6. All right, so we want to build that. Actually, I want to pick that back up. How do we pick it up? I forget. Shoot, I forget how to pick it up. Is it insert? Okay, so we didn't put it back in our bag. Yes, it did. So let's delete. All right, because I want to rotate this. Now I have to remember how to rotate it. It's the arrows, I think. Nope. Let's check our options. Controls, look up, look down. Foundation height. Rotate is X. Okay. So let's go back to this, and then we want to rotate it that way. So the planks are lined up. Yep. Okay. That's a little better. Let's see how we're doing on this stuff. Okay, so we have 50 of those. Let's bring those over here. Let's put them in here. And how many nails can we make? Oh, no fuel. Let's throw some fuel in there real quick. So we should get a nice healthy number of nails from that. Now we need to go cut more wood. Swim along the beach here. Keep our heads down. See if we can't cut some trees down real quick. Drawing a bunch of attention. Because they're all hanging out right up there. Pretty sure there's a patrol that comes out a little bit from the houses. And they come in groups at this base. Because this island's a little more heavy with the guards than the other islands, the smaller islands. Those guys, a lot of times, they wander around by themselves. On this island, they have a tendency to wander around in groups of 2 or more. And I know this because I used to I had a dock for my boat right back there where we built our cabin. And so when I wanted to come over here to mine or loot the town or whatever, I could park my boat right there. But once you're up at the higher levels, like there's one right there. See him? him or her. There's both female and males. Right there on the right in the tree line, right there standing. That's heading back. And see, it has a pattern that it follows. I'd like to do one more tree if I could. Coming this way, it looks like. Yes, she does. She's by herself. I'll kill her. And then we'll loot her stuff. When we get higher level, then we have AK-47s and stuff. Killing these guys is nothing. Because by then you can make your own bullets. Back up there by those trees. They rarely come down to the beach, so I'm not really worried about that. At least I don't remember them coming down here. Now we can make a bunch of wood planks and we can build out that foundation we just built. Probably build some stairs for this right here, this entrance. Make a bunch of wood planks real quick. Our nails should be getting close to being done. We have 50 more nails now. Let's do some. How much time we got left? 8 minutes. Let's do some more iron ingots. This is a nice spot too, that there's two mines like right here close together. One down there, and then there's one up there by that town, which affords us to mine, because we mined that one mine twice already, and then we just mined the other one the first time today, one that's behind the town there. But after you sleep, you know, once you sleep through the night and come back, those mines will fill up again with ore, so we can just keep looting them and keep building and crafting and all kinds of stuff. But we've been running this one for over an hour already, so we might be ending this episode here real quick and fast and in a hurry. Just a heads up, tomorrow is the 10th game I've been waiting for to be released, comes out, and that is Occupy Mars. We did quite the playlist on that game in the playtest and in the prologue, and so we will be playing that game tomorrow, and I am going to do a live stream of it. So if you happen to watch the video and you'd like to see the live stream of that new game that just is releasing tomorrow, feel free to come join me on the channel. We appreciate it. And I'm hoping to get a good 3 or 4 hour stream. It'll be our first stream for this channel. So if we do anything dumb or we make mistakes, don't be too hard on us. But we'd like to see some people show up, even if it's 1 or 2. We'll take whatever we can get. And if not, it will be on the in the new playlist to watch, as we will be recording it and placing it on our channel for viewers. All right, let's see where we're at. All right, so we need to craft some more walls. I like the walls with the windows. so I can see what's going on outside. Like this, I can look out the windows and see if something's approaching or who they are or whatever. I'm going to need another roof. Up, we need some clay. We should have those walls. We do. Let's put them in there. Let's hit 6 and see if we can get that thing to line up. That roof should be done in just a second. Hopefully this is going to line up with the other roof. It does. All right. Now we don't have to be so crowded. Move our bed. Let's put it down back this way so we're not so close to the shore. Now the bad guys can't go in the water. They can go in the water, and they do go in the water, and they go underwater, but they can't attack you from the water. So now when you do move these things, if you have anything inside of them, you want to make sure you pull it out. This has got 14 seconds left because I want to move this over by the anvil. Make it more convenient. Shut this off. All right, let's pick this up. I'll move this over here by the anvil. Now it doesn't have any fuel. But we have some here we can add. We have something. Put our nails back in there. I can't remember how to do the split, so I'm just going to do it this way. I want to make some more nails. We need more iron fragments. That's going to take a little bit. So we need to find our friend Stan. Let's look at and read the description. Find Stan. He has intel. And the rest of your crew. Stan is very paranoid and moves around quite a bit across all 4 Ilos dos Muertos. His usual spots are motel rooms, farms, and a few isolated hunter cabins. Usually at the end of dirt roads. You will need to do some exploring to find him. Look for road signs that may be clues. Okay, so I've never found him at a hunter's cabin, but there is a hunter's cabin not far from here that we can check, and I kind of know where to look for him. It says farms. I found him on farms a few times. There's a lot of farms, as you can see. There's 5 of them. There's only a couple of motels that I know of. Like I say, I've never come across him at a hunter's cabin, but I have come across him at a farm a couple times, and I have come across him in motel rooms a couple times. There is a motel on this island that we can go check, and that would take us over near where we want to go anyway, which is to go get that table saw and another workbench like this. Which reminds me, what do we need to make that? We need the bars and we need plates. But to do the plates, we need the cobalt, and we don't have any of the cobalt. What is it? Excuse me. The cobalt alloy. We can find those in some of the gas station shops like our brother's in, and sometimes in some of the loot boxes in buildings, not in more industrial, but not the houses. I have come across it in the houses, but it's pretty rare. So what do we have happening here? Is this almost done? 10 seconds. Okay, so we have 75 of that. That's going to serve us well for making nails and junk. Well, it says we can craft 10. Let's craft 10. And then I want to know about... Oh, let's put the stuff back in there, by the way. All the ore. I think we should craft some more iron ingots while we're at it. Let's keep these so that we can make pickaxe. Build a spare one before you go out so you keep it with you. So if when you're mining, if this one breaks, you have a backup. It's not all that necessary as long as you get into the mine safe. If you get into the mine, you'll mine enough inside the mine to be able to make one of these as long as you have some wood with you. So I always like to carry around some wood with me. Crafting gets skill points too, so let's take a look at our skill points again, see if we do. We have one more. So we could add 4 more slots. And we can make this do 10 more damage. And that's what I want to do. We're going to upgrade the pickaxe to do 10 more damage. Which means it will mine the ore a lot faster. Not a lot faster, but faster. And then we also want to do these, the next one at the time we get a point. The next point we use will be for the durability. That will make the pickaxes last longer. So we got 50 more nails. So now we can build quite a bit. Let's build a set of stairs. Put on the bench. I think the bench one has a better one. Maybe not. Oh, that's on the saw bench. How about the water tank? What do we need? We need screws. We're going to find screw things. I know it. We come across those more than anything else. Let's see. Where was the stairs? Wooden foundation stairs. Real quick, we'll make the stairs for the front so we don't have to hop every time we go to come in here. All right, so let's put them in 6. Let's go outside. There we go. Now we can climb up here nice and smoothly. Debating on what to do about this back. I think we're going to make one of these because eventually we're going to have a boat dock out here. So let's see. Like I said, we don't have to worry about being attacked from the water. They couldn't get out of the water and up onto the foundation anyway. There we go. And eventually we're going to build another foundation out there for the boat dock. Maybe we'll do that right now. Okay, so now we have a dock we can walk out on. All right, so things are coming along nicely. Shut this off while we burn up all our fuel in it. What do we need to make the crate? Wrapped another crate. We're starting to build up trash. You want to save the perished food trash because this is also going to be something you're going to need later. You're going to want to hold on to it. You can stack the crates and they will still work. Go ahead and put all the spoiled stuff in there. Worms in there. We'll grab the worms out of the fireplace. Put them in there as well. Put all that fiber we got. Another thing I forgot to tell you is that this stuff also has a life. It does break down and damage over time. But is what it is. We have a grip of fiber, I can tell you that. There's some more water. Let's put it up here. Put this iron ore in here. How many do we have in there? 51? Yeah. I want to get the stuff so we can make that. So we want to do screws. Don't need a bunch. And we'll do that in the next episode. We've been running this for quite a while. So, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button. The like button expands the channel on YouTube and affords more viewers to have a peek at it. Also, if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscription button. We'd really appreciate it. It helps us out a lot, and that's what we're all about. Also, hit the bell so you can get notification next time we drop a video. This is Crazy with Crazy Gaming, and we hope to see you on our first ever streaming video tomorrow. Until then, have a great night, evening, day. Stay out of trouble. This is Crazy with Crazy Gaming. Bye for now.